Avery.
Okay, we on to so fuck this person.
I got a few words for you, Kai.
Avery, what happened?
I emailed your team. Everybody else got cameramen. I need one. My cameraman died on me.
Oh my
twice.
motherfucking god!
And a follow-up.
Wait, so what happened?
A lot of people from her stream came on my Instagram, TikTok, all that, saying I called their names and stuff like that. Now they're like coming at me.
Okay, I just say I'm so sorry for that. I have not said your name at all because I did not want.
No, I just want to clear it up. No, I didn't. No. It doesn't. For your time, if you're hating on people that's here, it don't matter. We all gonna elevate regardless. Like, I don't look at nobody beneath me. Like, none of that. We're all the same at the end of the day. So yeah. Give me a hug one more time.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, no problem.
And guys,
I wanted to do this off the stream though, but it was already like
it's okay. It's okay.
Stuff, so,
but you know, regardless of whether it's true, whether it's fake, you still came by, talked to me, and I appreciate that. You know, and that's what it's all about. The streaming world is small, content world is small, so it's like definitely. You know, you got to clear things up where you can, and you have to have people on your side where you can. You know,
it's so nice meeting you.
Hope to see you later. Yeah, have fun at the pool party.
Right,
I'm sure we'll
you too. Hope I'll see you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Valon.
Hi, Valon.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. What was your name? Avery.
Say for the ads and support. Thank you for the support. Oh no, not a disconnecting and reconnecting. Okay, hello guys. Hello guys. Yay.
Okay? Yeah, I'm about to. 1 second. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we got it working.
Let's
out.
go.
Okay.
Nice setup with the AMP in the back. Let's go. Beautiful setup.
Yeah, I gotta represent. I'm still working on it though. I just moved to my new spot, so.
Oh yeah, you still out in LA though?
Yeah, I grew up out in LA, so that's where I'm from.
Yeah, we gonna get into all that. We gonna get into all that. Don't worry. Tonight we are joined by someone on the internet. The internet has been watching very closely, Avery. She's not a just not a creator. She's a presence. She's raw. She's confident, unfiltered, in the most way. So let's get into it. We got Avery in the building. How you feeling, Avery?
I'm good. Thank you for that intro. That was super good.
For sure. I appreciate you pulling up. For everybody who don't know yet, I want you to give us a quick 30-second pitch. Who is Avery Iman?
Who's Avery Iman? Avery Iman is definitely this outgoing, driven, motivating, not scared to be herself in any room, dope, fly, smart, all that, go-getter, pretty much you name it. And that's who I am, honestly. That's the best way I could put it.
Nah, I definitely love that. Very confident, very LA energy. Has that always been, or did you have to build that up?
I had to build that. I definitely had to build that. So I guess I would describe myself like just growing up. My parents, they were definitely, they allowed me to be myself, which I love that. I was always, at times I would feel like I was definitely quiet until you got to know me. So you had to break me out of my shell because I'm very observant. So I like to read the room, and once I get comfortable around people and stuff, that's when, you start to see my energy. But even as a kid, I've always wanted to do content growing up. Like, I have old YouTube videos. If y'all find it, y'all find it. But yeah, just me just wanting to do this. Like, so, now that I'm in a position I am in, it feels unreal. And, I'm just here to kind of motivate others to, it's not that easy. Like, I feel like over time, just, learning, going through growing pains and stuff, I had to build my confidence. I struggle with like mental health, all that. I talk about it here and there on my stream, stuff like that too. And I feel like I'm not afraid now to, me getting older, I'm not afraid to speak on it, because I know there's a lot of people who are in my position or wouldn't even know that they used to be in my position and be like, man, I don't think I could do this, because over time I had to just get to where I am today. So
it takes time, it takes experiences, it takes some, falling and getting back up, for sure. And it's cool that you preach it on stream, because you could be saving a lot. I mean, those people that actually listen, because you're gonna have those people that have to learn within their own experiences. But it's cool to relate that message, and for those who are listening, they actually get to learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
That's dope. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
you rep LA really heavy. How's the creator scene out there? Like, is it easier or harder being surrounded by all that content energy?
It depends on what type of personality you have. For me, like, I just one thing about me, I know if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna make it happen. So at first, yes, I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know, as far as like modeling, making content, all that stuff. I'm like, man, like, I don't know if this gonna work out, but I know we're gonna try it and see where it goes from here. And the biggest thing I had to learn too was the fear of, you know, you looking stupid is holding you back. So basically, just to describe that and stuff and go into depth, just mainly like, say if you only have like 10 followers, 15, 20, 100, however many you think these people are not watching you and stuff, if you continue to be consistent, I'm telling you, it's all gonna work out. Like, and then you just have to just do it. Do whatever makes you happy. Like, people, the internet is toxic, but it's also a good side to it. And I feel like right now, like, I'm healing like a younger version of myself that always wanted to do this. So
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful analogy too, because a lot of people gotta feel that. They kind of like get rid of that little kid. Like, you can't never get rid of that little kid inside, man. And speaking of that, like, let's go back. Like, who was Avery before the internet? What was your life before the content creation?
Honestly, I grew up with siblings, so I'm like the youngest out of like just like 6 of us. Yeah, like the good 6 of us.
Wow, that's a strong support system.
I was always, definitely strong support system. I'm still in contact with my siblings, family. You know, everything's all cool and but as far as me when I was younger, I would say I used to dance. So dancing, cheer, all that. I used to want to be in acting. I just used to want to do all type of stuff when I was younger. I was very creative. Before the content and stuff, I used to draw and stuff a lot when I was younger, like just random cartoons. I could look at something and be able to draw it. People, I was still working on it, but I definitely I feel like more of the animation, you know, coming up with stuff, looking at an area or whatever and being able to draw that. So I used to just want to make my own cartoon. Like, I wanted to be on like Disney, Pixar, all that. I just, anything, whatever it was, like I was, that's my route that I wanted. And the older I've gotten stuff, I've always been into beauty, skincare, all that stuff, anything creative, whether it's like self-care or outside of that, I've always been into that. Before the content and stuff, I would say I was doing content here and there, but not really. I would say just for that, I wanted like my own business. And a lot of people do not know, I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist. And under my license, I work for a wax company. And then on the side, like I have my own beauty business where I do eyelash extensions, soon-to-be facials, natural hair care, and, you know, so many more.
Boss lady.
Yeah, and just growing up, like, I've watched my parents and stuff, like, I realized, like, they worked hard for everything that they got and stuff, so they always taught me and my siblings, you know, like, you could have these nice things, but at the same time, you need to work for it. So we got in trouble. We was getting stuff taken away. They didn't care about that. Phones, electronics, TVs. And I remember growing up, like, we had fat TVs, like the big thing in the back. It looked like a box, but all that stuff was getting taken away.
For sure.
My punishments, I wasn't a bad kid. I just did like stupid stuff, like hanging around the wrong crowd, little stuff like that. But my punishment, I never really got whooped. I probably only remember getting like one whooping. Other than that, like, and I was in middle school. But
you was outside. You was outside in middle school.
No. It was a person my mom told me not to hang around with, and I got in trouble for hanging around that same person. And it was like, okay, I already told you. But other than that, like my friends, they like to keep me pretty active and stuff. I definitely grew up with strict parents, but it made me, I don't want to say sneaky, but it definitely did make me sneaky sometimes. For sure. Other than that, like I was very smart. I didn't really get in trouble like that, only just for little stuff. But even if I did, I had creative parents. So like if they wasn't finna like hit us and stuff, the older we got, like they was like, you write standards. I remember one time like my dad made me write half the Bible. Like
no. Half the Bible is crazy.
And it was like, because I was getting in trouble for the same stuff over and over. And it was like, okay, you're not learning your lesson. But eventually I did. And it would just be one of the things. But yeah, like my dad.
That's strict. I'm not going to lie. That's strict.
Yeah. It was strict. Like, and every time, like, when I get in trouble by my mom, I was cool. Like, you know, quick little punishment, I'm good. But no, my dad, yeah, all my siblings were scared of him. Like, my dad he didn't yell. He didn't have to do none of that. Like, he just looked at you and you already know, like.
So how do they feel about all this content creation stuff? Your parents?
When I got accepted into Streamer University, like my parents were so proud of me. Before my dad was like, I don't know, my dad was just being a dad, like, you know, because I am like getting older. I feel like just certain pictures I was taking and stuff like that. Not saying I was taking like OnlyFans, but you know, little bikini pictures here and there. Like my dad was just not like going for it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like my mom, my aunties, they be like my story commenting and stuff like that. Like they're very supportive. And then too, like I felt like at one point in time with my content, I feel like I had to rebrand myself just the way I wanted to put myself out there. And I could say like as a female going into making content, like it's either two ways to how I look at it. It's only two ways you can go about it. You can either go the more positive route, you know, do whatever type of stuff, you know, put that positivity out there, do whatever it is that you want to do, or you could be looked as sexually. And I didn't want to go that route. I definitely didn't. I'm not gonna lie. It's you know, kudos to whoever do it and stuff, but just because I know what type of like family I was raised in and who's watching me, like I have nephews. I don't need nothing going back. Like I don't have time for it. And it's funny now because like my sister, she's like, oh, you're gonna be the Kim K of the family. I'm like, oh shit. You know, maybe just not with the tape. Like, you know, like
nah, that's funny. Kim K and the family's got it. But you've been posting for years though. You've been posting content for years, like way before shit. So what what keeps you going? Like what, even when the views aren't hitting, like what's the motivation behind it?
Man, just realize, I think it's starting to hit me now, but back then, like I said, this is something I was hungry for. Like, you know, maybe one day I'm gonna post it, but it's me like trying to do a little YouTube video of me as a kid. Like I probably was like 6, 7, 8, 9, like one of them flipping around doing bullshit. Like I don't even know what I was doing in that video, but you know, just even looking back at that video and like getting like how far I came and stuff, it was just like, this is something you wanted. Like even before I didn't have no phone and stuff, I had them iPods. I don't know, like it was like the little silver iPod with the little tiny camera. Like I didn't care. Like I was gonna make a way possible until like my family started letting me be on social media and stuff like that. It was like, oh, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna run with it. And it started off with me just taking pictures. Like people assumed I model and stuff. One of my oldest sisters, she did runways. She's a bit on the taller side, so she was able to do runways. She met a lot of people. My other sister, like she did a little modeling, but not for real. Like she would just like book a photo shoot, a little video thing for her birthday every single year, and going with them to their photo shoots and stuff like that. I'm like, yes, I want to do this. I want to look like that. I want to do this and that. Like, and just me being creative, like I knew I wanted to do something as far as like content, modeling, taking pictures, all that. And even YouTube, I think YouTube was definitely a big thing for me until, you know, there's times I just wasn't consistent. And I feel like once I started being consistent, and I would say that was probably around 2024 of last year. So around this time, I want to say like September, October, November, that's when I really started grinding. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious. And living in LA, it's too many opportunities to not be taking advantage of it. Like pretty much. And when I say like, you know, maybe I'll dive into this story one day and just talk about it and stuff. But where I was at, I was not where I wanted to be. And I still got my ass up, no matter if I was feeling depressed or however what I was feeling. I'm like, we gotta change this. We gotta do something. I don't care. You're gonna get there some way. I would go to casting calls. I would go to little events, network, say, hey, I do this. Hey, I'm trying to do this. Get my foot in the door. And also, I was always being myself. Like, and I feel like that's what helped me a lot with getting my foot in the door. Like, I'm able to talk to people, even if I seem a little bit quiet and stuff, when it comes to like business areas and stuff, to where I know I could like try to work with somebody or just meet people just off of being myself. Like, I knew it was going to work out somewhere or another, but I didn't expect it to go like this. I didn't. I didn't know where I was going to be.
Hey man, it's a grind though. It's a grind, and like you gotta be honest. Like, you can never predict the future, so that journey's gonna be like, even now till like right now, your journey's still gonna be unpredictable.
And I say that all the time to myself. Like, I don't know where we're gonna be like after this.
So you said you had the little iPad, and for my viewers out there, like there's a lot of people out there that they feel like they can't do it because they don't got this PC or nothing. Walk them down through your CD. Yeah, walk them down your setup when you started the streaming.
my setup look a little ghetto right now because I just moved, but I'm streaming from a gaming laptop. When I came, mind you, I did not think I was going to stream when before I got to Streamer University. Well, no, I did want to stream, but I didn't know how long it was going to take me. So with me prolonging, like, I kind of want to do this. I don't know, like maybe. But once I seen Kai post like the little, I didn't watch Twitch. I would just watch YouTube clips and stuff like that. So when I'm seeing on Instagram, he's like, where the females at? Where's the female application? I got my ass up, and it's probably about like 4 days before he announced it. I had work, so I had to clock in like 2 hours later. I'm not gonna make this quick video. I'm gonna post it. I'm just doing it as a joke. I'm doing it as a joke. And when I got in, I was like, what? Then I downloaded Twitch. I started streaming, and I was doing eyelashes at the time. Like, I downloaded Twitch. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to this. Once he said Avery Mon, I'm like, Avery Mon who? Like me.
That's fire.
Yeah, so I'm really just sitting there. I'm like, man, this is nothing but God. Like, and it's so crazy because like I didn't have like no streaming equipment. I didn't know nothing about Twitch. I got on there not knowing anything. Like, I was in tech support for like a good 2 days. Like, it was so much going on. But yeah, I'm streaming from a gaming laptop. One of my friends, shout out to EJ. He blessed me with one of these, like a little mic, headset, like all the little stuff that you basically need to get started. Cam, like, I didn't have nothing. I was gonna use a phone at that. My phone, iPad, whatever I got on me. Like, that's what I was gonna use.
So what's something you feel like you struggle with early on?
With getting into streaming or just making content in general?
Yeah, just making content in general.
I think it was being consistent. Like, I would be like, or even just second thoughts about me posting something. Yes, think about what you post, because whatever, I mean, even though you don't get the feedback that you intended to, I feel like you need to always, like, whatever type of stuff you want to put out there, definitely think about it, whatever. But at the same time, it was just me thinking like, dang, I feel stupid for posting this, or these people don't support me, or they think it's corny,
like
or this
overthinking it.
Now, or I'm not even,
like overthinking it.
Yeah, just basically just overthinking it. I feel like that was a big struggle for me, and being consistent. Like, definitely, I tell myself all the time. I mean, I don't like blame myself for not doing it, but I tell myself, if you would have been doing this before when you was feeling like that, you would have been way further than where you are now. Yeah. Like, and even if you feel like, oh, I'm not in this right area, I don't have this, I don't have that, you could literally start somewhere. It don't even matter what you have. Like, you could start somewhere and just make your content from that. Like, even with the camera, like for YouTube and stuff, I didn't always have like a little, right now I'm using a Sony ZV-1. That's a little vlogging camera, but I mean, it worked for the most part and stuff like that. But before, I was using a phone, little iPhone. Yeah. And whatever software I want to offer up, I got me a MacBook, like a little cheap one, and just editing, doing that stuff. Like,
you gotta make it happen. That's what I be preaching. You gotta. It's so many ways, especially with our phones nowadays. And I got the same camera as you. I got the ZV-E1. So
there's no excuse right now. Technology is too crazy. We have AR. We have a lot of stuff.
Did you ever have a moment where you felt like you about to quit? Like, fuck this, I'm done.
Oh, for sure. I was just like, you know what? We got our beauty stuff going on. I'm gonna just do that. Like, I don't care about the, this and that and stuff. And then I ain't gonna lie, a little bit after I left Streamer University, I was like, fuck the streaming shit. This is a cool opportunity, but I was like, I can't do this. Like, and I ended up, when I left there, it's crazy because I was streaming for like a good 30 days. I was on a good 30-day run, and I was still doing it. But when I was there, I'm like, fuck this streaming shit. Like, this content is bullshit. Like, people don't know how to act. Like, and it was just so much. But I was in my head, and I'm like, man, you wanted to do this, so why are you, And I feel like that was just my anxiety and whatever overthinking thoughts, like, was just trying to take over for the most part. And it's like, you've been putting belt to ass with your content for this long to, like, try to give up now. Like, what are you doing? And it's cool to take breaks and stuff. I feel like a lot of times when we take breaks, we feel like we're missing out on stuff. Yes and no. I feel like taking care of your mental has to be like your number one priority before getting on here, because you have to be strong to do this type of stuff. Like,
100%.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It definitely is a lot. And like you said, and like you said, like, it definitely takes those experiences. Like, you gotta go through certain shit to really realize. Because I'm pretty sure before you like went full on or went through those experiences, you had the mentality like, why people be like like I'll speak for myself. Like I used to think like, why people be crying about comments? Like are they serious right now? Until you go through a situation where you got like 1,500 comments coming at you, it's like, holy shit, let me turn the comments off. You know what I mean? So I feel you. I definitely feel you. So let's talk about the beauty and the cosmetology. You're a licensed cosmetologist, right? Not just a girl who does makeup for content.
Actually, I have a picture of my license. Actually, I don't have it with me, but I do have a picture of it.
So how'd you get into the whole beauty professionally? Let's talk about it.
So I wanted to, I've always like, I can't even say that. Just as like, even I would say since middle school, I was on YouTube heavy. If I wanted to learn how to do something, I was gonna do it. Like I said, when I would get in trouble and stuff like that, my parents would take stuff away. My mom would delay my little hair appointments and stuff. So I would literally have to make way myself. Then I would say like over time, because like my love for it and stuff, I was wearing these little strip lashes in high school, like them little long ghetto strip lashes. But yeah, I was wearing them in high school and stuff like that. And then COVID hit. This like my junior year. COVID hit. Didn't go back to school since then. I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, whatever. Going into my senior year, like I would say right before that, my parents are like, what do you want to do? At this point, I don't want to be an animator no more. I'm done with that drawing shit. I'm cool, like, you know, brush my hands with that, whatever. And my parents are like, what do you want to do? You know, you're going into your senior year, like you need to figure it out. So I'm like, you know, it took me a minute to think, because I knew I've always wanted to own my own business. Even just watching my parents, what they do and stuff like that, it just inspired me to like, you know, I've always been a go-getter, even since I was a kid. Like, I used to sell all type of stuff, like doing this in the 5th and 4th grade, like making money, like, you know, even if it wasn't a lie, I still had that mindset to just go get it myself. But with the whole beauty thing and stuff like that, I had these strip lashes, and then eventually I'm like, I think I want to own my own beauty bar. Like, I'm gonna go to cosmetology school. I'm gonna go to college. How it was at first, I was saying I was gonna go to a 4-year, then I was gonna find a beauty program, and then I was gonna do this and go to school for business and all that stuff. But yeah, my dad, he ended up buying, I told him what I wanted to do. My dad ended up buying like the kids to do the not the strip lashes, the individuals, like with the tweezers and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, cause it's a totally different skill set. It's like professional. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. So I watched a YouTube video, try to practice with my sister. That took so long. It took so long. Like, we were there forever. I did my mom's. I didn't even finish hers. I did one eye, and that was it. Like, and she don't get no big lashes. So it really took way too long.
This is the YouTube stage, right?
YouTube stage.
Gotcha,
2020 YouTube stage. Then my dad was just like, when are you gonna finish my wife's other eye? So I'm like, oh damn, like I don't know what I'm doing. So my mom, she used to get her lashes done professionally by this lady that's she's really popular in the Asia community for doing eyelash extensions and stuff like that. So my mom was just like, okay, we're gonna pay for a training for you to do this. And at the time, she's like, but you know, you need to go to some type of, whether it's esthetician or cosmetology. I just took cosmetology because it's hair, skin, nails, barbering, pretty much all this stuff. Esthetician is just skin and makeup. That's pretty much it. So I decided I just wanted to do everything. Let me just get this out the way. So just in case I get tired of this, I'm gonna do that. So I'm getting trained to do the eyelashes, whatever. The course was like a month or so. And eventually I finished it. So I would say June 2025 was when I first started like taking clients and stuff like that. You know, just trying to build my business just off of Instagram and referrals. I started with family, did friends here and there, and it just grew over time. Like, and even having the business and stuff like that, like, it's definitely times where business was very slow. I would say like once I got into my first year, going into 2, I was booked. Like, I had a waiting list, all that. Then there was times when I stopped because I didn't feel like I wanted to do this anymore. And I was just like, damn, like, you know, just at a time where I was feeling discouraged about my business and stuff. But then like I started picking back up, started getting into it. Finally went to cosmetology school in 2023 of September. 2023 September. I finished. No. It was 2022 September, and then I graduated 2023 of May. The program was about like 1,000 hours, and if you did it like full time, you finished in like 7.5 to 8 months. So I did that, and I finally got my license and stuff. And I was like, you know, like, stop prolonging stuff, just get up and do it. And it worked out for me, honestly. It got me a really good job, which I'm very blessed. and I'm still doing my other stuff on the side. So yeah, that's how I got into it pretty much.
That's dope. And honestly, like, do you feel like having that license give you the credibility in the space where everybody thinks they're a beauty expert?
Yes, yeah, I could say that because I went to school for it. It's different than actually like, you know, not saying school is everything, but trade. A lot of people try to knock off trades like, man, you gotta go to college to do this, you gotta go to, like, I'm still in college right now, I'm kind of struggling, I don't know if I'm gonna finish, like, I ain't gonna lie, school is not for me, and because it's too much, I feel like it's too much money to make out there to sit and be in the classroom, like, I can't
you're right.
I can, but I don't want to. But even just with a trade like that, I feel like if you take time to do that first instead of thinking about, okay, what am I going to do after? Because a lot of times you're spending your time in school and stuff, you're trying to figure out what you want, unless you're going to be a doctor or something where you need to go to school for that. I feel like a trade is just as good as going to college, because at the end of the day, like, you're going to be working way faster.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you over. Give me 1 second. My Discord acting up. Give me 1 second. So, everybody in the chat saying, fuck college, go get a trade.
You're funny as shit. I mean, I'm not knocking college. No, if you feel like because I'm still in college right now too for marketing. So if you feel like you need to go to school for something, do that. But
that's
I don't know how long I'm last, chat. I don't know.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, Avery, you going in right now. You going to school for marketing? That's the cheat code right there.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, let me see how this works out, and you know, I might just push through. I feel like I am gonna push through. I be saying shit the whole time. You
feel like you've been learning though, that like, because I know the purpose for the marketing classes for you to apply it back to your own brand. Do you feel like it's working?
Yeah, but because I've been inconsistent with school, I'm still taking my prereqs. So I'm like in the right now I'm taking like the communication class. And I did like, what is that called? Pre-cal. Wait, is it pre-cal? No, it's not pre-cal. Damn, what type of math is that? Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
I feel you, because if you're not even going to school.
Oh my gosh. Whatever
like
math it was, I was very good at it. Like, yeah. I'm able to, one time in school, I could pay attention to stuff. It's just a matter of like, I don't know.
But that's the thing though, like compared to a trade, like when you in a trade, you training and learning for that specific trade. Like as far as now, you telling me you doing math classes, but you really going for marketing, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and I feel like that's gonna help even just with my content, my business, and even if I want to do other stuff outside of that, like in the future.
That's fine. So before we continue to the content journey, what's one beauty myth you wish women would stop believing?
Wait, one beauty what?
Beauty myth.
Dang.
Let's hit us with some knowledge, man.
That's a good one. I want to say as far as, okay, let's talk about it. Because as far as being a Black woman, I would say as far as your hair texture, like, any hair texture is beautiful, honestly.
I love that.
And I feel like with cosmetology, we're so hair heavy. We learn how to do it all types of hair. There's straight, there's wavy, curly. There's different names like 1B, A, 4, C, like all that and stuff. And I feel like 4C, 4B hair types are always like looked down upon on and stuff like that, and they feel like, even the people who do have that hair texture, they feel like, oh, this is like the worst to have, like, oh, your hair is just nappy.
I love that. I love that message.
I think, like, because I'm not even trying to say that, but like a lot of girls carry, like, they wear wigs and stuff. Yes, they look nice. I still wear wigs myself because it's a protective hairstyle, but I feel like a lot of times people hide their hair and they don't wear their natural hair enough. Me, I do let my hair breathe from time to time, but I do like to get my hair done. So just as far as like wearing their natural hair, I feel like I wish that was a thing more now, because, you know, I feel like all hair types are really beautiful, and I feel like a lot of girls feel like they have to cover that because of the whole like social media and what people portray and stuff like that. But yeah,
that's a beautiful message, because I could definitely say, like, I know there's a lot of, for example, for those ABZ textures, there's a lot of women with ZEF textures that wish they had ABZ and vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful message. Like, don't hide it, because there's a girl out there that wish they had your hair, mama. That's tough.
Literally,
that's tough. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, cosmetology is a tough industry, because you even got certain people that's like, oh, I don't deal with certain hair. Like, what's your opinion on those type of situations?
Even just, I feel like if you signed up for it, yes, okay, there could, I think you could look at it both ways. Wherever you grew up and whatever you're taught and stuff, I feel like could make you not want to do that. Now let's put it this way. Not saying if you're not open to it and stuff because if you don't feel like you have the skill set to actually take care of it, then I feel like, okay, that's when you'd be like, okay, maybe this is not for me. You know, I'm only gonna work with a specific type of hair, which is respect that, because I'll be damned if somebody mess up my hair. Like, but at the same time,
I think they saying your chat is muted.
Oh, I'm muted? Oh,
they saying your chat is muted. I don't know if that's what that means.
Is it on OBS? I don't think my chat's muted.
Oh, okay. Somebody probably put
it. Damn. Oh shit. Chat, can you guys hear me? Hold on.
Yeah,
I don't even think. Let me see.
Make sure.
I think it's yeah, let me see. Chat, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Let me check on my phone real fast. Dang, I didn't know this whole time I was muted, chat. I'm sorry.
Damn, for real, the whole time? You lying.
I think so. Chat, let me know y'all can. Okay, we good. They can hear me.
Bad.
Cool. Okay. What are you talking about?
Let me recap. Let me recap. What were we talking about? We got off track. My bad. So we the people with the you were saying that you feel like it could be a skill issue versus a will issue.
Oh yeah, just as far as doing certain hair textures, I feel like if you're being biased about it, like, no, I'm not gonna do this, then that's when it's like, okay, like, you signed up for this. I feel like dealing with cosmetology, you're trained to deal with all types of hair.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you feel like you're not good at it because of your skill set, then that's totally different. But if you're just choosing not to take this person because of the type of hair that they have, then that's when I feel like it's too much. Like, and even dealing, like, it happens a lot in LA. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, even just, not even with the license. Like, it's really with the unlicensed that be doing it for real and acting like that. The beauty industry out in LA there's a lot of times where it's like too expensive. They're not licensed, or they just doing it for the money. They're not doing it because they actually like really want to do this. Like, they don't have the passion for it. And then a lot of times too, like, I don't know if you be seeing on social media and stuff, the girls be getting the little hey boo cancel text messages, girls be taking their deposit and stuff. That happens a lot. And I feel like if this is not something you don't want to do, then please don't do it, because you're wasting a lot of people's time and taking their money, and it really sucks. Like, as a girl, I don't think y'all know how disappointed it is to like not be able to get your hair done because somebody's playing with your time. Like, that's like almost worse than a heartbreak.
No, trust me, I feel you, especially if you're planning ahead. And if those are the worst. I've hit you up a month ago for this situation, and now you hit me with some bullshit. Like, but no, I definitely even with just working in like different shops and stuff. Like, I had one shop I was working at, it was very ghetto, but you know, I liked it because the people in there, they was talented, very talented. Ghetto. I don't like, you know, growing up in LA, I don't even care at this point. But some of the girls in there were very unprofessional. Like, I remember I would have like morning clients, and one thing about me, I don't care what time it is. I would get it for a 5 a.m. client as long as the money good. Like, you know, I don't care.
But yeah, the one time, like, and this is around prom season, so for all the beauty people out there, you know, prom season is always very busy for us. So one time I'm there doing my little client lashes, whatever, this girl walks in and she's like, hey, it's such and such, you know, I'm here for such and such, and I'm like, ooh, I don't even think this girl here. And it was for her makeup too, and I felt really bad because that girl, like, we texted the group chat, I'm like, hey, like, you got a client waiting on you, this and that.
Yeah.
Nothing said. She was ghost. Like, she's not even there. An hour go by. I wish I could do it for her, but I'm not specialized in that. So it sucks. And the girl went home crying and stuff, and I was just like, dang. Like,
never got done?
Her prom day, no. I mean, I don't know if she got it done by somebody else. I just know, like, very upset in that moment. But yeah, it was girls there taking people deposits. Like, one time somebody came up there trying to fight, and I was just, after that, I was just like, I can't do it. I can't. It's too much going on. Like,
and you're also.
I'm not gonna lie. It used to be entertaining, but at the same time, it's like, it's not where I want to be for, because I don't want to get caught up in anything. Not over here.
Especially when you know you got, you know, you belong somewhere else. You got plans for yourself. You see yourself doing something else. Yeah. But you're also a model, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance all of it? Like, you got modeling, beauty work, and streaming. Like, that's 3 full careers. How do you balance all of that?
Yeah. What I think, because of, like, the way I'll always talk about this with my friends and stuff, I think I'm gonna be one of them grandmas when I get older that just done everything. And I like Snoop Dogg, like, that man, I feel like he's done a whole lot of stuff. Right. And I've always wanted to do creative things. Like, it's still a whole bunch of stuff I still want to do to this day. And you know, one thing my dad always said too, because sometimes I would have a lot on my plate, but my dad always taught me, like, to water only one plant at a time and don't, like, you know, because if you're working on too many things at once, you're gonna burn yourself out. And with lashes and stuff like that, that's been 5 years. So it's like, all right, now I have time to start on content and stuff like that. So, you know, modeling, I started last year, 2024, and I started getting paid from that. Like, it wasn't like good big money. It was just like money, like ships, like working a regular job.
Money you gain for something you love to do is fire.
Like, clocking into 9 to 5, yeah. And not that there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5. Trust me, I still work 9 to 5, y'all. But at the same time, like, before, it was just like I don't know, we just gotta make something happen. Honestly.
Nah, for sure. And then, like, what's the best way to make it happen with doing something that you actually enjoy doing versus slaving? Like, even myself, like, when I think about it, when I'm up all night working on a video, and I'm like, damn, bro, I'm tired. But if I'll say personally, I've worked overnight jobs, you know, like in the warehouse. I'm like, bro, it beats that 20 times. You know what I mean? So I'd rather be working on this video, editing this video, than in that warehouse instead of dealing with boxes. You know what I mean?
I worked for FedEx for 1 month.
Yeah, same.
And
same.
This was by the airport, and this was like where the planes would drop.
Yeah, same. Same. So you in the middle of nowhere. Same.
Nowhere. Cold. Yeah. Freezing cold. What?
I've done it for like a month as well. Yeah.
Too much, man. Too much. I was tired.
That's the grind, man. That's the grind we got to get to when we're trying to make it happen. You know what I mean? So being in LA, surrounded by models, influencers, is it more inspiring, or does it create more pressure for you?
I think at one point in time it was pressure for me, because where I grew up in Carson. So if you like know where LA is at, like, Carson is like a little bit, it's still considered LA, but the way we think of LA is more like Watts, like other area, Baldwin Hills, not Baldwin Hills, like Inglewood, like that area, like all that stuff. I feel like it's like the surrounding cities. So I was still like in LA, it was just a little bit outside, but you know, I was nearby like Compton, Long Beach, all that stuff. So even just being in that area and stuff like that, I just wanted to I didn't grow up in no like ghetto neighborhood and stuff like that, but you know, I feel like my neighborhood was pretty decent for the most part. But I feel like even just being around like old friends and stuff like that, I just wanted to get away. Like, I was not trying to hang around no game bears, like doing block with them, shaking ass. Like, I don't want to be drunk every weekend. Like, I knew I had something. I'm being honest, I knew I had something. Like, it was definitely something out there that was like way bigger for me. And even just like watching these people on TV, YouTube, all that stuff, like, I'm like, I'm gonna be up there with them someday. Like, I feel like I have one way or another, I'm gonna get there. And yeah, I just knew I didn't want to see the same people I was growing up with. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I know, like, I'm trying to be over here making some money, doing something I love. And I've always, like, people always told me, you got the personality to do this. Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you can do that. Oh, you're so talented. All this. And I just knew, like, yeah. But I would say it's definitely been a very humbling experience. I think, like, being in LA and stuff, like, and going to these events after so long, like, I'm not gonna say all of us be fanned out. There are some people who definitely be fanned out, but once you like run into somebody, it's like, oh, but for me, I just look at it as like, dang, that's very inspiring. Like, even being able to be in the same room with this person, like, and just, I don't know, I feel like what more like could you do at that point?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you just have to continue to be yourself, you know, keep pushing, and yeah. But overall, like, I definitely, I'm loving the experience.
That's fire though, because you can look at it both ways too. Like, the inspiration could be the pressure on its own. Like, for example, for me, I moved down to Miami, and then you think about like, damn, everything's more expensive or everything's looks more luxurious, but it's like that's the point. You know what I mean? That's what we want. And if you putting yourself in that position is giving you that pressure to be better, then it's an inspiration, you know?
Exactly.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. Especially, I know you probably get that a lot in LA, like being able to look at somebody like, and being in the same room as them. You know what I mean? Like, Streamer U was crazy. And we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Even when people reach out to me now and be like, "You're so inspiring," I didn't realize how inspiring I was until like now. Like, now it's starting to hit me because I get the random messages from people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool. Like, it's really a great feeling. I feel like that those messages keep me going for real. Like,
Facts.
even my niece the other day, I was talking to her and she talking about she wanna stream and stuff when she get older. She wanna do YouTube. She wanna do all that and stuff. And I just think like, dang, like, that's so cool. Like, I really gotta do this for her. Like, even for my family in general, like, I'm already here at this point. Like,
yeah, you don't realize how much of an impact you really make until, like, I mean, those messages definitely you know, remind you, because I go through those situations too, like, to the point where sometimes, like, damn, these people, they really have this trust in me, you know what I mean? But it's inspiring, like, to only know like what more you can get. Like, this is right now at the level we at.
Like, where else could this go from there too? And even like those moments just make me think like, dang, like, even when my chat be talking to me and stuff and they be saying like this and that, and I just be like, dang. Or even when somebody reach out to me, like, I just had somebody reach out to me and they was going through something. I don't want to speak on it because that's their business, but even I'm just like, dang, like, you not even knowing I was in a position that you wouldn't even imagine. Like, and some people look at it now like, you got it all, you got everything, and I'm like, y'all don't even know half the stuff I had to go through, like, to even get here. Like, and yeah, like, one day I am going to talk about it and stuff, because I'm getting to that point to where I'm a little bit more open and comfortable with my audience and stuff, who watches me and stuff too. And other than that, I don't care what people think at this point. Like, I feel like Stream University was the first and last time that I was like, I don't want to be in any type of drama or even like let it consume me. Like, I know drama's going to come in the near future, but the way I'm going to go about it, like, even when I see stupid comments now, I just be like, okay, like, I go about my day. Like, I'm like, I'm here now, so.
Yeah, for sure. I love the attitude. I'm not gonna lie. And like I was telling Reese, like, you definitely got a bright future. And I appreciate you even, you know, coming on this interview and being vulnerable, because that's the most important thing for me too. Like, especially for my community and the audience that we both have, I'm pretty sure that they appreciate the vulnerability. Like, and the content, everyone knows the content journey is not easy. But I think you don't really know until you go through certain situations. You know what I mean? Because you think about, at the beginning, I think the difficulties that you're thinking about was, the 0 viewership. But not knowing when you do get the 100 viewership, and if 75% of those viewership not rocking with you, it's going to be tough to be able to handle all that hate. You know what I mean? It could be anybody. Anybody. It's going to, like, you think you might be able to handle it. It's tough. It's tough. And especially when you at a point where, like, for you, for example, or even for me, you at a point like, oh shit, we taking off, and then it just takes some little situation to make you feel like, oh nah, everything's just gonna be taken away from me.
Yeah, right.
That's tough. You got like what, 40K on TikTok?
Not that much, but thank you. I got like I had 20K, but TikTok been taking followers, so I got like 19.9 right now.
Okay, well, you still still on that YouTube grind too, right?
One thing about me, like, I have YouTube videos. Actually, I do have a YouTube video coming out because after TwitchCon, I promised myself I was going to be consistent. I was just dropping videos every like 6 months, every 3 months, whatever, however long. Like at one point in time, I was consistent because I was very hungry for doing this YouTube stuff, and I didn't care what I was editing on, what I had, what I was recording with. But there was times where I feel like, dang, I needed a break. But now it's like what I have at this moment, like it's no reason for me to not be posting on YouTube and stuff like that. I do record a lot. That's one thing I can say. I will pick up a camera and record. It's just that editing. I'm not gonna lie. After I can edit my ass off. I just edit that one little clip thing that I did recently for Tone. I did that all by myself and stuff. But like I told myself I was going to be consistent with that, so it is going to be a YouTube video dropping soon. And more after that.
Definitely. And that was going to be my advice to you. Like, you were like you it was growing. You were like you was almost at 300 subs, but like I was telling Reese as well, I'm gonna give you the same advice. YouTube is definitely something that surprised me as far as it comes with the algorithm being able to actually get my videos viewed, and the money. The money was really what shocked me. So I would definitely say if there's no social media really paying you right now, I would advise you to focus on YouTube. You know what I mean? I think you had like what, 7K or 8K on Twitch?
Yeah, I got 8K on Twitch now.
So how's that coming? Like how's that working for you? Because 8K followers, well, like what's the sub like? Is there an income? Like are you living off Twitch right now, or is your 9 to 5 carrying you?
When I left TwitchCon, I definitely made some money, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna keep doing it. So even making money off of just being there for the certain amount of days, not TwitchCon, Streamer University, being there off of a certain amount of days, and like, dang, I can make this much money. Like, so I kept grinding. I was definitely making money. I did stop. So my subs, just like my content and stuff, what I was like thinking of doing, I was dealing with stuff at the time. So as of right now, I don't know how many subs I get, but when I say I left TwitchCon, my views start going back up. They was from when I took a break to when I got back on stream, they were like pretty low. And then I went to TwitchCon, I started connecting with people again, getting back in the same groove, all that stuff. My views start, going back up again. And I do like, at this point, it's cool. But I feel like YouTube has definitely been the way to go. And it's so funny that you're saying that, because I've been telling myself that, like, you've been posting on YouTube and stuff like that. Why you stop posting clips? Because when I was posting, before I went to Streamer University, I only had barely 100 subs. After Streamer University, when I was posting the little shorts, all that stuff, like I got to like almost 300 just within a short period of time. And I'm like, what? Imagine you dropping videos, like I think only like 500 for you to get monetized now. So it's, instead of 1,000, it's like you almost there. Like, what are you waiting for?
No, you definitely. That's what I would tell you to do. Go all in.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely have Twitch though. Like you're already in the partnership program, that's an advantage as well. And I know Twitch pays really good.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not partner yet. I'm affiliate, not a partner yet. Not yet. But no, let's speak into existence. So
yeah, for sure.
Not yet.
So let's talk Streamer University. Your application video hit like 950,000 views. What made you even want to apply?
It's funny because like I said before, I had I didn't say this. At my old apartment, I had a monitor, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with this. But when I started seeing streaming and stuff, my brothers, they stream, they play like little games and stuff with their friends and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, like once I get me a little game, I'm gonna hop on here with y'all and stuff and see how it is. So once I seen Kai Cenat like do the little Streamer University, I'm like, with Streamer University. So I was watching the little YouTube clips, and he going on there, going through the applications. I'm seeing people in applications analyzing. I'm like, okay, like, is it just for guys? Like, what is it? So then he started talking about where's the female applications. Once he said that, I got up and I thought about this within like the way my brain works. Like my ideas are very creative, so I'm already thinking of something that quick. So I'm like, all right, we have this, we have that. We could make a video, do this. You could edit at these clips, just analyze and see what other people are doing. I'm like, let's think outside the box. What can we do to make this like, what's your hook gonna be? Like, you need something to catch people's eyes. So I made my video. I actually played too much. So when I made my video, I'm like, man, he ain't gonna see this. Like, and even though I worked with Kai Cenat, it was like I was on some background. Like, I didn't really speak to him, but I'm pretty sure like he saw me. But it was like we didn't really exchange words. But it was just like, all right, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I'm gonna use all this stuff, all the years of me making content, what I do now. I'm gonna insert that in the video, and I'm gonna, try to see where this goes. And once I heard my name, I was like, I was just playing. Like, I didn't even think I was gonna get in for real.
What was going through your mind right there when you heard your name being called?
I instantly started crying. I'm such a big crybaby. I instantly started crying. And I was like, this is nothing but God, because a year ago from where I was so mentally fucked up and just not where I wanted to be.
Wow.
And it was the exact timing too. When we went on Streamer University, I went through a deep depression. And not to make this all sensitive and stuff like that, but I'm always an advocate for mental health and stuff. That was the same day of being on Streamer University. One of the days I was there, it was a year ago for my last suicide attempt. So me even just being there, and I was like, this is nothing but God. And it really took that one step to just be like, all right, try one day. Let's do 1% better. Let's change your mindset. Let's start thinking about the more positive. Stop complaining. If you do feel sad, let's try to figure out ways you can navigate and go through this and stuff like that. And I was just like, dang, that's nothing but God. And God was just showing me, stay another day and watch what blessings I give you. And it was
Amen.
Just like,
for real.
Yeah, it was definitely from there I knew I had a calling to be like greater than what I thought I was at the time.
For sure. And I'm so glad that we're here to be able to have this interview. And you've gone through all those experiences, and it's so much more that you're gonna go through, so much brighter days that you definitely have. So I'm definitely glad that you decided to make this decision to stay with us.
Yeah.
So out of like going into the Streamer University situation, what were you most nervous about? I know for someone like you, I'm pretty sure that you felt confident, like, oh my God, after this just happened, I get this opportunity.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me. But were you still nervous?
Yes, I was still nervous. Like even me just flying out by myself. I flew by myself before, like maybe one time. One time as an adult, but going to a whole different state, being by myself, no friends coming with me, just me alone around all these people. I didn't know what to expect, and I knew for myself, because I tend to be very quiet. I knew I had to push myself a little bit more and be like, all right, we finna talk to this, we finna try to collab with this person, or we just introduce yourself and see where it goes and stuff like that. I was definitely nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but I was also very excited at the same time, because I'm like, all right, we can't mess this up.
Exactly.
Streamer University, Kai Cenat, at this point. And I wrote down, actually, I have some notes. I wrote down so many ideas, because I'm telling my friends, my family, I'm excited, all that stuff. And I wrote down stuff I wanted to do at Streamer University. And I wrote down a lot of stuff, a good amount. I'll share some.
Yeah.
So one of them, I wanted to do some streamer confessionals. How they just be doing the little talks and stuff here and there, little side stuff like that. And then there was another one.
That would have been dope. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like a reality show.
Kai said he wanted to do it, but he never did. So I'm like, man, that could have been my thing.
Yeah, you could have just done it. Yeah, word.
And another one was playing childhood games. So there's these, I don't know if you know what Bean Boozled is, the little where you eat the nasty jelly bean.
Yeah.
Something you flip it, and then I wanted to do stuff like that. I wanted to bring a Wii on there, the little gaming thing. I wanted to play games like that. I cook on my own stream, so I wanted to do a cooking stream. I wanted to do and Zias, those are one of my favorite YouTubers. So him and B Lou, I wanted to do science projects with them. I worked with kids and stuff before, so I had little ideas and stuff I wanted to do with them. I want to do a Hood Olympics. I wanted to.
That would have been fire.
It was a lot. And I went to another one. I was gonna, since we were in classrooms and stuff, I think so random. I just want to make it funny. I was gonna bring a whole bunch of shirts, whatever, sit in the classroom and I was gonna get up and change them. Like I was gonna put a whole bunch of shirts on, and I was gonna sit somewhere else, like just to do some stupid shit. I don't know. I did do 2 of these on here, and I don't know if you know what the little pop-up fireworks are, the little box that you used to have like as a kid on 4th of July.
You just snap them.
I brought those. Yeah, I brought those, and I brought some water balloons.
You used them out there?
Oh, for sure, I used them. Yeah, I definitely used them.
That's fine. Like, and I'm pretty sure, like, speaking of the classes, like, out of all the classes and all the sessions that what's one thing you feel like you learned that you still use today? I'm pretty sure you got something.
For sure. BAG class, I would say, be consistent. Be consistent. That's one thing. Take this to your advantage for sure. Another one was from I'm Dante. That was also another YouTuber that I grew up watching that I was like very excited to meet. His was just, I think his class was like something, the art of dealing with haters or something like that. Yeah, some shit like that.
I like Dante too. He's dope. Shout out to Dante.
Yeah, for him, it was how to deal with hate and stuff like that. And because it's like, fuck, like whoever hated, honestly, fuck them niggas. Like they wouldn't say it to your face. So it's like, and they're not doing nothing for you, but just bring you down at that point. I wish I would have took agent class. I did have this class, but I missed it. I feel like I would have learned something from his class for sure. I took due diligence class too, and since I was going through something at Streamer University at the time, he definitely, like, he told me personally, like, this shit's gonna go away all in a couple days. Like, if you keep giving it attention, that's gonna give people something to keep talking about. So the more attention you give it, the more you're giving people to talk about it and stuff.
Fact.
So he's like, just brush that shit off. Like, it is what it is. Like, these are little kids at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's something I learned from Duke too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's fine. You were one of the few girls in a mostly male creative space. Like, did you feel that pressure, or do you just do your own thing?
I feel like I could have done a little bit more, only because the drama. I didn't know how to deal with this, so it did make me like go back into this shell and be like, like I don't know, like what are we gonna do at this point? But at the same time, I can adjust to any room. I feel like so there was times I definitely like try to bring like my personality to the table, and it did work because I ended up meeting some people and stuff like that, like some very great people from Streamer University, big and small for sure. It got me definitely some great connections, friendships, all that and stuff too. So being in that space with a lot of males, like, it was just entertaining. Like, they were hilarious. Like, these are people I watch. Like, so this is like, I was definitely entertained there. Yeah.
Damn, and we're gonna get into that, but I can imagine you were like, it was a shock. Like, damn, I grew up watching these people, bro.
Man, like, what?
That's tough. But so let's address what everybody's thinking about. Let's talk about the Kai situation. I watched your whole YouTube video. For people who saw the clips, can you walk us through what actually happened from your perspective?
So, first date orientation, I'm there networking, great, all that. I don't know how to use Twitch. We got the IRL phones. We got sent to our dorms after we did the orientation. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm ready to get on Twitch. I don't care how many people's watching me. I'm just excited at this point. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So I got tech support coming back and forth to my room the first and second day. Second day comes, that's when we had the first day of class. We had a pep rally, all that. Pep rally was cool. I'm making my content, all that stuff. I went from, once the pep rally was over, I went from 15 viewers to 200 viewers to 2,000, and I didn't know what to do at that point. So I'm sitting in the room at the desktop at this point, trying to figure out how to do this desktop content. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I was talking about at that point.
Yeah.
I see somebody come in my chat, and they're like, why are we talking about such and such? And me, the little LA came out of me. I'm like, man, what y'all talking about? Like, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna listen to that. Then more people start coming talking about, I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with that. Then I'm sitting here like, wait, who? So me, I go do my research because somebody in my chat, they're like, oh yeah, this person, they said that she was crying, like, you're all over Twitter. I'm like, Twitter? What did I do? Like, I'm sitting there like, what are y'all talking about? So I'm doing my research. I ended up finding the girl's Instagram because somebody had sent it to me, and I'm looking for, I find the Instagram. And I'm like, Streamer University, and I see it in her bio, and I said, wait, she's here? So mind you, it was like what 150 of us there at orientation. I didn't run into her. It was, mind you, before that we had different hotels and stuff. So if you didn't have the same hotel or wasn't nearby, you most likely wasn't gonna run into each other until maybe a couple of days being into Streamer University. So from the hotel to orientation to the first day, me and her didn't have no classes. I didn't know who the girl was. So I'm like, dang. Then I seen a video of her crying. So I'm an empath. So I'm like, dang, bruh, I hope this girl don't think I said something about her. Then I'm on Twitch. I'm like, man, like, where is she at? So I'm having my chat, like, look for her and stuff like that. They sending me 5th floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, all that, like, just running around. I'm on stream running around looking for this girl. Whole time, she's talking to Kai and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
In the dean office.
And I'm at
Gotcha.
no, Kai had went to her room. So it was like Kai had went to her room and stuff. And at this point, I'm like, dang, bro, I feel really bad. So I went to go, because I had Brooklyn Cross and Thickney on the same floor as me. So I went to her room. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. People are coming to my chat. Like, they're saying I said this. I didn't say nothing about the girl. They're asking me, did you say something? I'm like, I didn't even know she was here. And in my chat, they see me looking up the girl and everything and stuff like that, trying to figure out who this girl is. So I'm talking to them and stuff. They're like, did you say anything? I'm like, no. But I was like, where is she? I'm going to talk to her. Like, what do you think I should do at this point? And because I don't want her to think I said that. I don't care what the internet thinking, but I don't want her thinking I said anything. So they're like, just go talk to her. Go apologize. And I was like, okay. I took their advice and I went to go apologize. So at the time, I didn't want to do none of this stuff on camera. Like, for me, I don't like to do the whole little theatric and stuff like that for clips and stuff. I'm more of a let's talk about it and then like we could get back on camera. So me, because everything was going on and it was so many people in my chat that was talking crazy and it was so overwhelming for me. I'm like, man, like, and I finally found a girl room. So I went to go talk to her. She was on stream. I didn't care at that moment to say turn off the camera because it was just like, I'm talking to you. So
this
I went
is
up
her
to
stream
girl,
or your stream?
This on her. I mean, this is on both of our streams.
Okay.
At this point, I didn't switch my laptop to IRL, so my cameraman's following me. My roommate's following me with her cameraman, stuff like that. We gonna go look for this girl because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I need to tell her I didn't say anything. Like, let me just clear my name up. So I go talk to her and stuff, and it's on stream. And then like, I'm like, dang, I don't even care if these people watching. Let me just tell you, hey, I didn't say anything, but I'm sorry that you even had to like go through that and stuff. And I said that loud and clear on stream and. Next thing you know, I didn't know how this Twitch shit worked, but I was clipped. They were like, because I did end up start talking about like my mental health on there too, but I did mention I didn't want to use my platform to be in any drama. I deal with this and that, and I just wanted to share light with people. Yeah. They took that whole little clip and stuff and was like, oh, she started talking about being selfish, like you're supposed to go apologize to the girl, da-da-da-da. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So for the rest of the time I was there, I was getting hate. Back to back to back to back. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't text nobody back. Like I was depressed. I was very depressed while I was there because I'm like, damn, like now I just feel like I can't do shit no more. And it was like, it did get a little weird because it was at the point to where there were certain people who like kind of seemed like they stood away from me. It didn't really like want to interact.
You felt the vibes.
Yeah. And it was just like, and it was some people who used that time to actually try to confront me after I already did said something to them beforehand. And they tried to use that on the last day to try to like make a clip out of me. And that also got posted everywhere too, them trying to like confront me about the situation. But one thing I got on there and said, like I was standing my ground for sure. At that point, I was like, I know I said what I said. I know what I didn't say. Me and the girl talked and I was there apologizing to the girl all the days I was there because I didn't know, for me, I didn't know how she felt about it. I didn't know, like, I don't know this girl from Can of Paint, so I don't know if she think I'm lying because of what the internet's saying. I don't know what's going on, all that stuff. And basically, it just ended up getting, like, whole, like, misconstrued with the whole situation stuff because she was crying for a totally different reason and stuff. So people clicked that and made it seem like she was crying about me. She also confirmed, too, that someone in her chat went to it, but she didn't see nothing of me saying anything. And she didn't even say my name, so people just assumed and kind of just took with it and stuff and ran with it. Yeah. And even after the situation too, like I was still doing that shit. Like when I left, it got bad. Like people were contacting my family. They were putting like my family's job at risk. Like it was just so much going on. Like I didn't want to do content no more after that. Cause I'm like, what? Like once my family get involved to certain shit, it's like, fuck all this. I already told y'all, like I got other shit to do to where I can make some more money. Like I don't need to do this content shit. So I was at that point, I was really like, fuck it at that point.
So let me ask you, did you ever reach out to Kai? Like, are you guys on good terms or?
Oh, we're definitely on good terms. There was a point in time where I was asking her to make a video because it got to where this is like serious at this point. Yep. Y'all putting a lot of information out. Y'all reaching out to my family. I don't know what else these people are capable of. Like, and it made me like feel unsafe. Like I was living alone at the time too. Like, and I didn't know like who's watching me and stuff like that. Because on Twitch, you really don't know who's paying attention to you and stuff like that. Like, people, I don't know. People are just weird. So it was just more for safety concerns. And then like because my family, they're really excited about me even doing this content stuff. Like, it got to a point, I remember this was like Father's Day. We went and took my dad to brunch and stuff, and I was streaming this day. My family, they all happy and stuff like that. As soon as I got off the stream, went home a couple hours later, my dad hit me up like, hey, like one of his friends sent him a TikTok and they posted my mom's Instagram and stuff. So he's like, I think you should just, like cut it down with the content involving your family at this point right now, like, until it dies down, until it gets situated. Because he's like, crazy. My job could be at risk. My family's business is what they have going on could be at risk. I don't need nothing like no type of like stuff getting out and it'd be like, just weird and stuff. And it's like, I don't need to where y'all messing with my parents' livelihood or even just me, what I got going on. My parents work too hard for what they have right now. I feel like I worked really hard for what I have right now just for y'all to try to sabotage and stuff like that and play with my safety at that too, because it was really, it went to the extreme. And I did talk to Kai and I was like, hey, could you make a video, this and that, because this is all going on. She said she was gonna do it. She kind of brushed it off. It took a little bit longer. So because she took a little bit longer than what was expected, I went ahead and I made a video. Not the first video, I made another video and I was addressing everything because I want her to get on there and say, oh, Avery didn't say this. Me thinking that was gonna stop. So I did a whole video. I posted our messages. I posted our messages and stuff, and there was some people who was taking that, oh, I'm sorry, and there was some people who was taking it as, why are you doing this? This is weird, Then after that, she made a video and she was saying like, oh, that's like, why would you do this? It's like our behavior and saying whatever else. I don't really watch full videos when it comes to stuff like that. So me, I took it upon myself. I deleted the video because at this point, I'm like, my cousin, she's like, we're just going to take this the legal route. Not with her in the situation, but because of the people who was posting it. Like, I'm like, we take this to legal. Like, I'm going to sue all y'all asses for whoever's like doing this defamation of character shit. But, not for her, just everybody else that was doing the most and stuff. So, I was going to take it to that point and stuff too. And eventually, one of the Streamer University students, they end up posting like a streamer reunion. I would say it was more drama than it was beneficial, but for me, it was a little, I would say, because when I got on there was people who was on there like cutting me off, like, not letting me speak, trying to get clips and stuff like that. And one thing about me, like, once I'm set on something and I'm, like I said, I stay true to myself, so I'm going to tell you how it is. And, I feel like that's just an LA thing. Like, I'm not going to let nobody play with me at that. Like, because all this content stuff like that, like, I was on there and I was just telling them, like, I didn't say this. Me and Kai already talked. Kai already explained her side. Kai definitely, and I did apologize for posting any messages because I didn't know how that was gonna affect her. She also apologized on her end, and I got on there and I told them like, like after I left Streamer University, I was dealing with people harassing, all type of stuff like that, and after that, like they didn't know what was going on after. So a couple people actually did reach out to me. They did apologize for how they was acting on stream and stuff like that, and I feel like from there it's just been a lot better. Like for the most part, I get hated every now and then, but it's like a lot of people, they didn't watch the reunion, so they don't really know. So I still get comments here and there that be like, oh, did you do this? I don't even pay attention to it because I let people talk to themselves at this point. But yeah, as long as Kai's okay, like me and Kai are definitely still in contact right now. And it's definitely it's a lot of support on both of our ends too.
That's good. Was the reunion IRL or on Discord or something like this?
It was on Discord. Yeah, it was on Discord. So everybody was pretty much at home and stuff, and we all hopped on Discord and was just on there chatting for the most part.
Okay, was the topic like the situation, or it was more like a reunion?
Oh, yeah. It was literally only my situation. Nobody could else really say anything else, but besides congrats on the place, because I just moved in. This is like September, mid-September, I think end September, one of them. This was like end of September, and I already just moved in a couple weeks before. So for the most part, like that was just pretty much it. Like, and even though people were still like kind of do stuff for clips, I was still like, if anybody wanted to come to LA and needed an opportunity for something, like, not to say I am connected, but I kind of am connected, like just with certain people and stuff like that. Like, if you want to start modeling, music, all that stuff, I could try my best to put your foot in the door, and you know, I'll be like, reach out to this person or go to this. Like, it's always some event going on in LA. Like, it's something every weekend. So for the most part, I told them, if you need, you know, somewhere to crash, why are you coming out here, or whatever it is, like, I got you. So I don't know, I just feel like that's me, how like my personality is. I'm very like open, and you know, I don't mind helping people out. I feel like even with me, with my content and stuff, I didn't really have that much support or anything like that when it came to other people. So for me, I just feel like I just wanted to do that for other people, only because I just know how it feels to not really have support like that.
I think also it plays, because I kind of do the same thing. Also plays in knowing the possibilities. You know what I mean? I feel like some people don't know the possibilities, so they need to hear it from people like us. It's like, yo, bro, this is possible, sis. This is possible. You know what I mean? You got it in you. I'm telling you, just start doing this, and that definitely works. That definitely works. Yeah. But just to clear it up, and just so everybody understands what everything you went through for. This was all for allegedly calling this girl ugly.
Yes, allegedly. Yeah.
Got you. So.
And I didn't say it. Someone else in the chat, some internet troll said it, but they blamed it on me. So this was pretty much all this is for.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, to be honest.
I wouldn't change it, because I realized leaving there too, my drama was not as bad as other people, what they had to go through too. So I had to really like snap, although it was a lot, because I never had that much engagement on my Instagram, TikTok. When I say they was dragging me,
no,
they
I
was
know.
dragging
Trust me, I know. I
definitely like, damn, like that, y'all, like. But I realized too, even like that allegation was just like, okay, like I got bullied growing up, so it was just like one of the things where like, damn, I'm not this type of person. But compared to other people's stuff that they had going on, I'd rather have this allegation on me than all that other stuff that they had going on. I'm like, yeah, this not that bad, honestly.
Facts. But I'm really trying to understand on why it went so viral. Like, do you feel like the video, because I think there was a video of her crying that kind of went viral. Do you think that's what kind of like led to all the hate train?
For sure, because Deshae hopped in there. I think Ray hopped in there. All these other people hopped in there, and it was just like, oh, who did this to you? Who da-da-da-da-da? And then that's when it sparked up. But now that I really think about it, I think this, it definitely had to, one, it was obviously the devil. But I feel like it was already a target on my back before I got there, because it started to click to me. So before I went to Streamer University, that same week that we had got announced and stuff, mind you, say it's like Friday, Kai's talking about, oh, y'all are leaving like Tuesday night or something like that, Tuesday, Wednesday, getting there at this such and such time. So we only had a couple of days to prepare. So I would say maybe a good 2 or 3 days of me leaving. In California, I guess like they were changing, or just all over the states, you have to have a real ID. And it was like with some other shit. I already have my driver's license, but they changed it to where like, okay, this signifies if you have a real ID or not. So, and it's just past like the same month, like in May or April, whatever. So I'm finding this out, and I'm sick because I still got my old driver's license and stuff. I'm thinking I can't get on the plane anymore, like even though I didn't been on the plane with this one. So I'm sitting there, I'm like calling my homegirl, I'm like boo-hoo crying on the phone. I'm like, I don't think I can make it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, we're gonna have to drive up there. I don't care where we gotta go. We're driving there. Like, we're gonna have to fix a way to get a rental. Like, I didn't care. So, and then my friend is just on the phone like, girl, calm down. Why are you crying? Like, you know, you can still get on. You're just gonna have to just go to DMV right now. Just get a temporary one. Just make sure you bring all your other documents, whatever, just in case if something happens. And I'm like, okay. So she snapped me back into it. I'm not emotional more. And I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna make a video. So I got on TikTok and I started crying, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. It's 3 more days. I didn't know about this ID. And when I say people were on there dragging me, they were dragging me. Yo, they was like, oh, baby, you gonna have to walk. You gonna have to, or give me that ticket, or this and that. They was like, TikTok was dragging me. So that video already was doing viral enough, because people are already like, really think that's going up to Streamer University, and they're already mad. When I say Kai got so much backlash for not like, it was so many small creators, and they were trying to make it seem like only big creators got in. I was a small creator, and it was a lot of small creators before this too, and I was on there getting dragged. So I think and then I ended up like getting like all that ID stuff situated and stuff, and I was still there. So I think when I made another video of me being in the hotel and posted it, that pissed people off because I was getting so much hate before.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Kai definitely, his motion's crazy. Like, he got us our own hotel rooms, flew us out, all that. And me being there, I made a TikTok video because people were just hating it. So I was just like, fuck this, I'm here. Like, I made a funny video and stuff like that, and they were mad at me. So I think already from then, I had a target on my back just because I was pissing people off.
The algorithm definitely grabbed you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
definitely
fucking
scratched
story.
me up. I think, yeah. So now looking back, I think that could have been a possibility as to why somebody was like, oh yeah, we finna. Yeah.
No,
we
it
finna
definitely makes sense though. It definitely makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's so great because I never like told Kai this or anything, like, because at first I wasn't thinking like that. I got on here, I'm like, I don't know why people hate it, I don't know what's going on, but they're like, why would they pick a small creator? But the whole time I made a whole TikTok video and people were upset. And it's just like, dang, like, and it wasn't even me talking shit. I just made a video dancing and stuff like that. And I'm on there crying about not having an ID and people were already pissed off. So I think that really what made it like stem from that whole situation.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Just to think, like, because you got to think about it, because the official society, we try to break down the analytics and everything. So if you really like break it down, and had that would have been like, or you would have been a different type of creator. Let's say somebody would have embraced all of that engagement, and this could have turned out a different way. You know what I mean? Because that's crazy, the way how you kind of like planted the seed before you got there. That shit blew, boom, and then a whole nother situation that you had nothing to do with, being that you you blew up and planted that seed, you got tied into it. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. That's a crazy.
And I feel like to those out there, like if you ever go through the same situation, like the best thing I can say, do not let that shit consume you, because I'm sitting there, I'm learning, I'm in these classes and stuff like that, and I'm letting it consume me and stuff, and it stopped me from doing, y'all seen the whole list, all that content ideas I had, only did two of them out of them.
Yeah, you can't let it stop.
But I think it taught me a lot too, because if I didn't go through that situation, imagine years later when I'm going through something even way bigger than that, or another allegation or something like that come up. It's like, okay, how are you gonna deal with this negativity then? So I feel like I had to go through that moment, actually like kind of just figure out like ways on how to like navigate with my emotions, with my health, with all that and stuff, and try to figure out like, okay, how are you gonna go about this next time? Like, are you gonna give up, or are you gonna keep pushing? Like,
sure, like, it's, as a content creator, you know that this is something that's not gonna just happen one time. So it's something that you have to learn, and it's like you said, the best way to learn it right now, early on, because it could get worse. You've seen worse.
And even just talking to these other content creators too, like they was telling me like they get hate all the time, like, and what they keep doing. And then there are some times too where like they would take their situation and they would milk the whole situation and kind of just like go like blow up off of that, like, because obviously people are like upset and they don't want, they want to let it see like consume you or whatever. But the way they go about the situation is they just make it funny, they improv and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what streaming really is, like you're like, even just being there in the classes and stuff like that, like there's a lot of people telling me don't take this shit serious, like bigger creators telling me don't take it serious, don't let it consume you and stuff like that. So over time it started like to click with me and stuff while I'm there, and I'm like, okay, I see now. And they're like, yeah, this stuff happen all the time, like you can't let it get to you, like you get up and continue to keep posting, like no matter what, because if you keep posting, like, and people see like you doing other shit, eventually they're gonna stop. They're like, there's nothing else they could talk about.
Exactly. Eventually I kind of went through a similar situation. It wasn't as bad as yours, but, and I kind of want to get your opinion on this too, and you could be 100% honest, and if you don't want to put an opinion on this, you don't have to as well. But a couple, was it last month, Nina Zoe Spencer went through this whole situation with Saeed. Are you aware of it?
Nina and who?
Zoe Spencer.
Zoe, I don't really know what be going on though, I ain't gonna lie.
Got you. Okay, so we won't even speak on it. But it was a situation where these two girls, so they saying that they SA'd this cameraman or this or Silky's assistant.
I saw that. Okay,
so did you actually see the video?
I saw the video. Yeah, I saw the video. I didn't watch the full thing, but I seen like little like.
What's your opinion on that? How do you feel about that? They got banned, just so you know.
Oh, we got banned.
They got banned, but only for 24 hours, but they did get banned for it. 6 months later.
I can't really have too much of an opinion on it because I didn't see the full clip. I just seen like a headline and I just seen like them right there like with the person, but I didn't really listen and actually engage in what was going on. So I don't even know if I could really have an opinion on it, but I would say as long as all parties know the truth and what was going on, I feel like, dang, because it's kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that's a really sensitive topic. So even just going off of that, it really just starts with whoever the victim was. That I feel like, once they speak on it, then it could like calm down from here.
I agree.
For the most part, that's a very sensitive topic. So I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, so I kind of went through a situation where I gave my opinion on it, and at first my opinion was, it was, you know, it wasn't what they were trying to make it. But then again, you know, you do some research and you actually get some point of view. And like you said, it definitely matters who the person is or who the person was. So come to find out, you know, the kid, he went through, you know, past traumas. You could tell he's not really all there. So it was. So I kind of understood after then, like, it's a bad situation. But you know, everybody grows up different. You know what I mean? Me looking at that was just the intent for Zoe Spencer, Nina Lynn for actually want to, you know, hurt the man. That wasn't it. So that's how I was looking at it. How can it be SA when that person's, that's not their intent, you know what I mean? But everybody has their own opinion, and I got dragged. Like talking about 400 dislikes on YouTube, you know what I mean? We got about whole like 300 comments going in. So I definitely know what it is to get that hate and really analyze for a minute, like, oh shit, what's the next step? Am I gonna fold here, or do I keep pushing, you know? So I definitely feel you on it. And it's tough. It's not easy because it's a mental game. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that got to the point where even like turn off comments. Fuck it, turn it off.
I tried that one time, and then went to another platform. It was like, we here, like, and then like one of my friends, he's in the acting industry. I ain't gonna lie, people are funny though because they really found me. But me turn off my comments, hope that engagement for that other platform. I'm not gonna lie, it was working.
That's smart. You gotta be smart like that.
It was definitely a mind game. I'm like, I'm gonna bring y'all here.
These are the little things you learn. That's
like,
tough.
Hey, like it helped, but one of my friends, like, he called me and stuff, and he's like, bro, like, turn back on your comments. Like, what are you doing? Like, because the more, whether it's good or bad engagement, like, Instagram's going to push your stuff out. TikTok's going to push your stuff out. So don't turn that off. So I was like, okay, bet. Like, keep posting. They let them talk. Like, at that point, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to happen. What I did was I just made the video members only. Like, if you want to watch it, you're going to have to pay for that joint. You know what I mean?
Pay for it.
And be like that. Be like that. So in your video, you mentioned like you had a situation where you felt like these people was, you know, using you for clickbait at SU, or you felt like they was just clip farming and everything like that. Who you feel actually had your back versus who was trying to get views off you?
I'm gonna say for sure big win. Punga always made sure I was straight. Shout out to Punga for real, because he definitely, like, he checked in from time to time. Reggie was definitely a sweetheart. He still made content with me no matter what. Funny Mike, like, even Funny Mike, he grown at that point. He don't even care. Like, we had classes together. Who else? Shout out to Dez.
Shout out to Dez. Clovers.
It's a couple other. Dang, I'm so sorry if I don't remember your name right now. But Kia the Creator. Who else? It's a couple smaller streamers, like, for the girls, because there's a lot of us all on one floor like that and stuff. And if you came up to me and talked to me, I'm sorry if I forgot your name, but you know who you are. If you came up and still talked to me no matter what, like, shout out to Brooklyn Thickney for still giving me advice and stuff like that, like, on the whole situation and how to deal with it and everything like that. My roommate, shout out to Myron, because I ain't gonna lie, you was like definitely like, girl, get your ass up, like come on now, like, let's go make this content. Honestly, like, I would say those are definitely people. And then afterwards, I would say, like, for sure, like, Reese, like, he was even at the whole situation with the streamer reunion and stuff like that. Like, Reese was definitely, like, he was cutting all that shit out and stuff like that. Even at TwitchCon, he was still, like, coming to make content with me, like still being nice to me to this day and stuff like that. Who else? Barbie. Shout out to her, definitely for even just taking the time to get to know me. Shout out to Kai, for even still giving me the chance. Because what I feel like, it really just depends. Because it really wasn't no clips though, but I feel like the situation was different. Because she didn't have to talk to me or anything like that. But I feel like in a situation like that, like, you know, definitely shout out to her for real. A couple other people like that still, you know, still connect with me to this day and stuff. But at Streamer University, I would say those are people who still was like giving me the chance and wasn't like being weird or nothing like that. Oh, shout out to Kai Cenat too, because even I pulled him to the side and I was talking to him, and Kai don't know me from can of paint. He didn't have to sit down and listen to me like, oh, once I hear some allegation or something like that, it's like, all right, like he could have kicked me off at that. But you know, just I realized too, like he was probably even trying to see what was I gonna do in that situation and stuff. But you know, even just sitting down, having a talk with him and stuff like that, and him just putting me on game and telling me like just little stuff, like how I could grow from this situation and stuff like that, it was really like, yeah, it was definitely very a heartwarming and humbling experience for me too.
What about the negatives? Who impacted you negatively in Streamer University?
You know, it did hurt my feelings though, but I'm gonna forgive him for this. But I'm Dante. When you came in my room and I showed you, man, and it really broke the little childhood girl in me, because it was like, damn. But he came in my room. This is the same day my views went from 15 to 2,000. Like just people just talking shit in my chat, and I told him, I'm like, all these people are coming in here and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, like just showing him. And then I find a clip right after he leaves, and he's like, chat, I think she did it. And I said, my heart, I said, hell no.
Hell no. Right after you left the room?
I was so sick. I said, I know he did not. Like, I grew up watching you. Like, are you dead? I said, but, you know, it's all good. Like, I realized people were just getting shit for clips. But it was like, you know, the situation's out now. I'm happy it finally died down and stuff like that, too. But another person did move a little bit weird, but I'm gonna say Talil, sorry if I said your name wrong, but because it's like I have a clip too, and it's so crazy because when I posted the YouTube video, I found out that my roommate still had her old VOD set up. So my VODs were deleted only because I didn't save them. So I didn't know beforehand when you hop on Twitch, you gotta pre-save them and stuff like that, so they automatically save every time. I didn't know nothing about that, so that's why my stuff was gone. But my roommate, she had hers up, so I was able to get like the sound of me talking in the background, her clips, whatever she had, and was able to post that. But Talil, I did find a clip, and he came in my room, and I was showing him, and he's just like, you know, just looking at it, and he's just like, man, don't listen, and brush it off. The last day, I had a class with him, man, the last freaking day, we're in there and stuff like that, funny Mike and him come up there like, you want to do a TikTok together, like, let's do something that's gonna go viral. That's the best way to push your stuff out too. So we doing a TikTok little dance together. I don't even remember what dance this was, but we doing a dance together. It gets posted. Obviously, I'm still getting hate. After that though, after he finished the TikTok, Talil's like, come here, can I talk to you, whatever. His cameraman is sitting on the desk, like, kind of like in the cut, like recording this shit still with the cameras on. Talil just laying down and stuff like that, like, and I'm just sitting there, like, I'm sitting there just talking, and he's like, I don't know what the situation that was going on and stuff like that, but I don't think, you know, like, everybody's beautiful in their own way, like, I don't think that was right for you to da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Like
just
trying to score you? Like trying to score you on it, or trying to get confirmation from you?
Yes, like trying to say, and then he's trying to say like, oh, I would do this off camera too, even if the cameras wasn't, I'd still be like trying to talk to you about it, whatever. And I'm just sitting there like, man, and I told him straight up, and I was just like, I know I didn't say anything, and I'm still standing on that, and I left it at that. And I did start talking a little bit because I'm the type, like, not no more, but it was at a point to where I used to over-explain myself more than I needed to. Like, just like I was cutting them people off that was talking shit, I should have did the same thing to him and just walked away. Because at this point, like, you seen what happened, you're doing this for clips now, it's like...
Yeah, that clip will kind of like shows confirmation.
Yeah, and it was like, it would be a little bit different if he didn't know what was going on. It was just trying to stand up for the girl. But it's like, I already told you, and you saw what happened, and it was like, dang, like that, like, because your child was already talking shit, you felt the need to like press me or whatever. And I told him straight up, like, I know who I am. I wasn't raised like that, and kept it pushing. And then that whole little shit got clipped into a TikTok, like literally 30 seconds after that. I'm like, damn, y'all are way too fast. Like, it was like Tilo confronts bully from Streamer University. I'm just like, oh my gosh, give me a break. Like,
which was
break.
completely set up by Tyler. Everything was stand right here. I'm gonna go do this. Record me. Make sure we
like,
get it.
And his camera guy just in the cut, like in the bag, just recording, and he's talking about like, oh, I would stop. I'll do it off camera too. And it's like, okay, why don't you turn off the camera at that point? Like, wow, camera's off. Like, let's talk about it for real. Even just being on there and stuff too, like it was people that was watching me for the wrong reasons and the right reasons too. Like it was somebody who I remember I was walking and my camera guy, whatever, he's recording me and people were just talking shit. At this point, I should have just ignored it. Eventually I did, because I just started talking, even if nobody was in there talking, saying the right things. I was on there talking like I was having a good day, like I was going about my day and left it or whatever. But I remember one time I was walking and stuff and I was just saying like, oh, you know why I'm not, because people like, oh, you're gonna kicked out, and I was like, oh, you know why I'm not gonna get kicked out, because it's fake, ha ha ha, like, and I was laughing at it, and they clipped that, and they was trying to say, oh, Avery Mon said Streamer University is fake. I said, I can't catch a break. So from there, I was just like, oh, you really have to sit and watch what you say, because these are little kids. Like, it was a lot of kids that came to like just see us in person at Streamer University, and at first I was getting so much love, but I ain't gonna lie, on that last day when we had like the award show, whatever, it was so many people there, and it was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was people there calling me names and shit like that, like little ass kids, and I'm just like,
wow.
Oh my gosh, like in
yelling.
person too, y'all are bold as fuck. Like y'all are bold. But it is what it is. These are little kids. And
like
I'm not
yelling at you.
Kind of kid. Like
that's crazy. So who, like, out of all, because I'm pretty sure you met a lot of your favorite content creators. Who felt like disappointed you, like off camera wasn't who you expected at all?
Ooh, off camera. I don't really think I saw anything off camera. Not like that. Like I don't think I could like visually remember if there was somebody who like acted a certain way or was just different off camera. Because for the most part, I feel like for me, I could have took that extent to talk to more people than what I already did, and kind of just like put like because me being at home in LA, I'm able to just to go up and talk to people. Oh, and not only that too, like even before I got announced for Streamer University, I met Zias at a event with Snoop Dogg and shit. So I was already, once I got announced, I was already excited about that. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But even just being able to go out and talk to people and stuff like that, I feel like I could have talked to way more people and try to get to know more content creators that I've like been watching and stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't really think it was anybody that like disappointed me for the most part.
Gotcha.
I would say there was definitely girls there though who kind of, I don't even want to like say it like that, but there was people like girls there that was on some, how do I say it? Like, so you know the trend where it's like, oh, dabbing up 10 and stuff like that, like blah, blah, blah. I feel like there was like, for me personally, I don't like that trend, because it was like girls there who definitely felt like I don't want to say no names, I don't really know their names like that, but girls who feel like they're prettier than other girls was only making content with like certain type of people and stuff like that, not really talking or kind of like brushing off. And I got that energy too, even like being in some classrooms and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, it is what it is. Like y'all get the type of attention y'all get, you know, like it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll probably say like maybe one of those girls and stuff like that was acting like that for the most part.
No names.
No names, no names. I don't even know a name to even like pin it. I just know what they look like, but other than that, yeah.
Heard you. Anybody on the flip side, like who surprised you in a good way? Like, oh, this person actually, you know what I mean? I know you mentioned Punga Dez earlier. But anybody who felt like you really could fuck with, like I saw this whole, you know, influencer streamer, like as a person.
I really think Big Win, Yana, Big Win, Thickney, because I just seen Thickney and Yana, because they were at TwitchCon and outside. They went to the celebrity basketball game that was out here in LA. I would say definitely Big Win for sure. Who else I thought it was somebody I really thought that was dang, I'm really trying to think. honestly, even with Reese too, like, cause me and him did not talk at Streamer University. Like, it didn't happen until that we like became friends and stuff like that. But I would say, like, on Streamer University, I thought he was mean as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. Not mean as fuck, but like I thought he was like on some like standoffish shit, stuff like that. But he's actually a very sweet person.
Yeah, I fuck with Reese. He's cool as fuck.
I would say definitely them. Who else? Dang, it's a couple other people too. That's actually like, Barbie too. She's very sweet as well. I didn't realize how bubbly her personality is. Paige is cool as fuck too. Couple other people, honestly. I didn't mess with like very like cool people, honestly, outside of that. Yeah.
So I asked Reese the same question, so I gotta ask you. The rumors that Streamer University was a fuck fest, sex parties, wild shit going on behind the scenes. What was really happening after hours?
I feel like even if you was doing something that's your business, there are definitely people coming in my chat saying like, people are doing this and that at Streamer University, yada yada yada. At the end of the day, like everybody there that was grown. I don't know personally who was hunching up in there, but it was couples, and if they decided they wanted to do or however.
Of course, yeah.
But me, I wasn't finna go for it. Like even if somebody like was trying me and stuff like that, I was not gonna go for it. Like it's too many cameras. Like plus not me. But I feel like off camera though, like it was still cool and stuff like that too. Like people were they were like still chill for the most part. I wouldn't even say it was too much time off camera because not everybody, but it was a camera there 24/7. But I feel like you still got to see like certain sides of people, their authentic self, like them being chill for the most part, still want to be open and talk to you, make content. Like, you see different sides and stuff like that too. But yeah.
For sure. I mean, you definitely had like your couples there, but any romances that sparked up during Streamer University that happened within those 3 days?
With me, no. Cause not like that, like I didn't, even if like people was trying to get at me in that way, I just thought of more so like, this is for clips. Like, I ain't taking these niggas seriously. Like, after this little 4-day trip, they finna go back home and talk to their little shit. Like, at this point, like, I ain't taking no guy serious there. Like,
Facts.
This shit all for clips. This shit all entertainment purposes. Yeah. Like, they just trying to see how you are. But for me, I feel like I give off like that. I just know. I don't know. As a female, I just know too much when it comes to like just how guys like operate. Sometimes. But yeah.
No, for sure. And it can make people feel uncomfortable at certain times. So I'm pretty sure that's probably why nobody was really on that timing too. Like we here for a good time. Mm-hmm. But looking back, what do you think? Like would you do Streamer University again, or do you wish you never went in the first place?
Oh, I'm happy that I went, and I would definitely go back. I would go back. But even if I don't get into Streamer University 2026, I honestly I'm not upset about it because I feel like I've done enough there, and afterwards my life has gotten a lot better. The opportunities have definitely been rolling in like crazy. And then on top of that too, it was 150, however many people out of 7 million applications. I feel like for me to even get that, it felt like
that was God.
And it felt like the golden ticket. So I feel like, why not give the opportunity to somebody else? Like, if I make an appearance, I'm going to want to have whether it's a classmate, a professor, a lunch lady, whoever, I don't even care. Like, I would be there just to be something else. Like, 100%. I don't even have to be a student. I would just go there just for entertainment purposes. Like, to do anything. I'll even work behind production. I'll even get creative ideas. I don't even care. I would just want to be there. But even if I don't, it's no worries. Like, it's not gonna be the end of anything.
For sure. No, definitely. It's like you said, it's a huge opportunity. Did you apply?
I did the whole application. I found it, and then I made the little video, and then I submitted that, and that's how I ended up. Yeah.
No, I mean for the 2026.
Oh, I don't even know if there's applications out there. I know people are saying there's like fake applications and stuff, but I don't really know if there's real any I don't think I've heard Kai Cenat say okay, this is official 2026 application.
Yeah, I've seen a whole bunch of websites of people applying and things like that. So
I'm not even gonna waste my time because not only that, I did say I was gonna make another trailer for 2026, but my ideas are crazy. Like I thought about some, like I would have to pay for a camera guy to do all this stuff. Like the ideas that I had and stuff like that would be something for sure. Like I gotta make a movie for my next application. Even if I don't get in, I still want to do it just to post it.
Yeah,
like
it's a part of you now. Like this is what you do now. You know what I mean? So what's like your dream project? If money was an issue, like what would you create tomorrow? Speaking of
my dream project, if money wasn't an issue. Ooh, okay. I want to say I have like a good 3. One of them being my beauty bar, if that wasn't an issue, because with that whole thing with my beauty bar, I wanted to have everything: hair, skin, nails, eyelashes, one-stop shop. But I wanted to be very professional and also like just a warming environment for people to feel like themselves and stuff, whether they come in and out the chair, however. But I also want to have my own beauty school, teaching like girls that are either in like used to be in the foster system, come from poverty, domestic, all that stuff, who just didn't get opportunity, who can't pay for school, who don't have the resources, who don't have the drive, the push. I want to be able to do that for those type of people and stuff like that. And then that's one project in itself already. So that's with my beauty. This other one would be for my clothing brand. So I love fashion. That's one thing about me. I love clothes. I came up with this brand. It's called Nami. So it's basically, my middle name is Iman. Iman means faith in Arabic, and Nami is just my middle name backwards, but it also means growing, increasing, rising in Arabic. And that's the name of my brand. And I wanted to, create something where like, because everybody do the same sweatsuits, streetwear, stuff like that. I wanted to be more of a luxury streetwear brand, to where like I'm drawing up, because I can still draw. I feel like I can still draw like designs and concepts and stuff like that. And for me, like I've always wanted my own clothing line, but I don't want to drop like a lot of stuff all the time. I just want to drop like this specific, like maybe a couple pieces, like a fall collection, winter collection, and only do it one time and switch it up every single time, because I realized with clothing brands, if you keep dropping the same stuff, it's going to be hard to sell it. So I'm always thinking about the next big thing. So for that, I want to have like my own clothing brand. I want to have like a team. I want to be doing commercials. I want to be big, just as big as Nike. Like I want to see my clothes on New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. I want to see all that. And then I guess it would be my other big project that I would want to do if money wasn't involved. I would say just as far as like just being able to take care of like my family, all that stuff, being able just to be able to get up and travel and not have to clock into 9 to 5, and just be able to go do whatever I want to do, wake up and make content and stuff like that how I want to, and be able to just pretty much do anything I want, like whether that's acting, dancing, all that stuff. Like I have just so many ideas. I just would want to make that happen. And I guess the last thing, because I just have so many ideas, would just be like just outside of content, because I realize when I get older, yes, I still want to be involved, but to where a certain extent, because I feel like when I get older, I can't be doing the same stuff because it's gonna look too corny. I want to be able to have like my own like Airbnb. I want to have some property. I want to do stuff with that. So even if this whole like beauty industry, I'm passing on to whoever, like family, future children, whoever, stuff like that, I want to be able to have stuff set, like more like stuff like assets. Like I want to invest in like stock, like all that stuff. So I think that's like my last, like my thing. Like those ideas is what I have, like as far as like if money wasn't involved.
No, definitely. And I have no doubt. I have no doubt that you'll make it. You definitely got a right head on your shoulders, and all it takes is the work and consistency. You know that, and it's only a matter of time. So what's one thing, like one part of your personality do you wish that the internet understood much better about yourself?
Dang, that's a good question. I would say personality. It's not even that I wish. I just feel like the personality that I give out, like it's either you're gonna mess with me or not. I don't think I worry too much now at this point in my life to where like how people perceive me. Because it is what it is. I just think, I'm always gonna stay true to myself. My community knows that. Whoever comes and goes, like they're gonna know that. People that have met me in person, they know that. So I don't think I really try to like push that off to the internet as far as like how I wish they could perceive me, because it's like you get what you get out of this. Like I feel like everybody has their own perception of who this person is. And I think me trying to stress myself, because I used to do this with just people I knew in general and stuff like that. I used to try to prove something to them by trying to be this way or trying to be this or trying to be that. And I feel like being myself has been the best thing. Like, I feel like being myself has just been the best thing for me. Always spreading positivity. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm an angel, but you know, like just the way I've grown and like matured and stuff like that, like just the way my mindset is, I feel like that's all it's shown already. And it's
Facts.
like, if you don't rock with it, then it's like, so be it. At this point, it is what it is. I'm not tripping.
Facts. That's strong. Definitely shows a strong mentality, because, and it, like I said before, it takes certain situations to actually learn and to build that strength. But
I was not always thinking like this.
and
so
just to know that, you know, you could get
I
up.
got to this point now. Yeah.
So for every girl watching who wants to create content but is scared of the hate, what's your real advice?
Girl, get up and do it. No matter how you look, you know, if you feel like you don't have the resources, if you feel like you're not pretty enough, because, you know, that's always one thing when it comes to females making content. They're either gonna call you, you know, what I think they say, like chuzz now or something like that. Like, as long as have that confidence, your confidence, your mental health needs to definitely be up there. Like, you need to be able to get on camera, and no matter what person, no matter what they say, like, you shouldn't let that affect you. Because half the time, like, these people, they didn't even get up and wash their ass this morning. They don't got no drive, no ambition. Like, they really got nothing. They don't have nothing on you. I feel like you could do it.
100%.
The little boys y'all be talking to, stop letting them make you feel some type of way. Stop, you know, letting them make you insecure when it comes to modeling. Because I feel like for me, I've dated people in the past who held me, who made it seem like I was insecure, who all that stuff. You know, fuck the haters. Don't let nobody change who you are as a person. Find your passion, find something that you like, and just, you know, try to strive from there. Keep God always first in your life, no matter what. If you're feeling lonely, if you're upset, if you're angry, however, like, I feel like praying, manifestation works all the time. And actually, if you guys don't journal, I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $10-15. This is like my manifestation journal. I write down my thoughts, where I'm angry, sad, however I'm feeling, or if I just want to like just talk to myself, my future self. Write your ideas down, and keep being 1% better every day.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. That deserves a funk flex bomb. So got 3 more questions before we end. I know we've been on for a while, but we could go on for days, and I definitely appreciate you being on here, taking up the time. So what does it mean to you to be a part of this new wave of creators breaking through?
Ooh. Yeah, okay. So the way I look at myself now, I don't even think I'm as big yet. Like, I feel like I'm getting to that point like this. I'm still, I don't even think I'm up here yet. I think I'm still like maybe like a good right here before I take that extra step to finally be up there. But, you know, just being able to be in these rooms and stuff, the new wave of era creators and stuff like that, I think, you know, it's cool. But at the same time, there's like 2 sides of content and stuff. Is either you want to take the more positive route, or you want to take it the more negative route and stuff like that. So I think it's cool, honestly, like just being able to get up, because our parents did not have this when they were growing up. So this is like definitely an advantage. Like, technology is only going to get crazier. The world is only going to get crazier. So it's really what you want to make it at this point. Like, you could do anything. So I just think it's a cool feeling to just be able to get up and have your phone and be like, you know, do whatever you want to do and post, and then get engagement and potential money being made and opportunities. Like, I think it's really cool, honestly.
It's the times that it's either you get with it or you get left. That's basically it. So the last 2 questions. So as for me, I'm Gabe Official. This is the Official Society. What we do is we break out all the streamer analysis. You can check out my YouTube. I like interviewing the streamers, try to get the, you know, the back end of the creators, the build up to the where they at right now, to where you at right now, what made AAVERIE. Any advice for me as far as my lane and what I'm doing and how you can help me? Because I know you've been in the room with, you know, top streamers. You live in LA. You definitely have some connects. Any advice for Gabe Official and the Official Society?
For you, wait, where are you from, Gabriel?
I'm from New York, but I live in Miami.
If you don't get up, it's stuff, it's awkward. I feel like if you in a big city right now, you have no reason but to get up and find a way. Like, even for me, trying to look for casting calls, I'm searching it up on TikTok, Instagram, doing all that stuff. Just start going out. I wouldn't, I don't know if you're like a party type of person and stuff, but as far as like clubs, I would stay away from, doing that all the time. I would say try going to places where these creators are going to be, or if you guys have events out there, like, I don't like, not saying like Complex Con or stuff like that, just little like simple like parties, or not parties, but like, dang, I want to see
like
events,
social events,
social, there we go, social events. If you know there's a social event and you're not a people person, I say try it one time, because you never know who you're going to meet. And continue doing your content and stuff like that. I didn't know you from a can of paint. I'm very happy we met, but I say keep going. Like, whatever you're doing, you definitely have a bright personality. I'm pretty sure you have a really great community with you and stuff like that. I just want to say keep pushing, man. Keep pushing for sure.
No, I appreciate you.
Don't be afraid to put your foot in the door, and even just take that one chance. And like I said, because you never know who you're gonna meet, and that person can get, end up connecting with this person and that person and so on, and it pretty much like a trickle effect.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of networking. That's why we do what we do, you know what I mean? So last question, where can people find you? Plug everything in. This is your platform. Do your thing.
So you guys can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch at Averie Iman, AAVERIE.IMAN on all platforms. Oh, also YouTube, you guys. Also YouTube. Definitely gonna be consistent back on YouTube, man. After hearing you on YouTube and stuff like that, it inspires me a lot more, because that's honestly, YouTube was like my first like dream of being a content creator. I didn't think we were gonna have Twitch live streaming, like being like iCarly and stuff like that. So even this, definitely. Thank you for even having me on here.
No,
man.
thank you for sure. I appreciate you.
Official Society.